What's up guys, Readiness Rations here with you again, and I'm coming back at you today with a commercial MRE offering. This particular civilian meal ready to eat is from a brand that is new to me, but have apparently been in the industry for many years, and that is NEX-XOS. These are single meal rations that are FEMA approved, and apparently these are very new production. So these should be available on the market at the moment. As you can see, I purchased several, but this particular menu stood out to me more than any of the others, and that is chicken Creole with rice. Before we open this up and take a look inside, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like seeing ration reviews on YouTube, and to subscribe to the channel to see all my future ration reviews, both military and civilian. Without further delay, let's take it over to the desk. So here are our FEMA approved NEX-XOS commercial MREs. Prior to buying these, I'd actually never heard of NEX-XOS, but I did a little research, and NEX-XOS has been a big player in the commercial ration scene for quite a while. They actually produce and distribute the commercial ration giants X MRE and Omeals. And more recently, they have made a deal with Warnick to produce the newest EverSafe meals. Here recently, they have begun producing rations with their own branding, and that's what we have before us. I have several menu options here. I don't know how many menus they actually offer, but to give you an idea of the variety, I have a Southwest chicken. That's menu MS7, so that would lead us to think there's at least 7 menus. A beans, rice with tomato sauce, menu 2. Vegetarian chili, menu 5, pasta fagioli, menu number 6, and the one we will be reviewing today, chicken Creole with white rice, menu number 4. Each one of these menus are coming in at right about 800 calories. These are intended as an emergency meal for natural disasters or what have you, and in that kind of situation, I'm sure you would look to consume at least 2 of these per day. We have a lot code on this bag, and that is C021260A. I'm not exactly sure how their lot codes work, but it would appear to me that this ration was packed on the 260th day of 2021. That may or may not be correct. Of course, if that is correct, this is a very fresh ration. Since these are see-through, we'll look at a couple of the extras that come in these various menus. So the pasta fagioli has a package of mini chocolate chip cookies. You will see these in X MREs pretty commonly. And there's also a chocolate chunk cookie, so they double you up on chocolate chip cookies in that one. This Southwest chicken also has chocolate chip cookies, but in addition to that, you get a poppy seed pound cake. The vegetarian chili has a menu item I haven't seen before, and that is salted chickpeas. Alongside that is a oatmeal chocolate chunk cookie. And for this chicken Creole with white rice, let's just open it up and see what's inside. Slice that right open. These are very thin bags. First off, we have a very basic accessory package, a salt packet, a pepper packet, a spork, and a napkin, a 240 calorie package of mini chocolate chip cookies, a 240 calorie package of pepperoni pizza cheese crackers coming in at 1.69 ounces, a wet packed fruit, pears, 4.5 ounces, 100 calories, and our retort pouch for the main, chicken Creole, and finally we have our menu list. Total calories for everything is 893 grams of carbs, just under 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 51 grams of sugar, 20 grams of protein, and the total weight on that comes in at 16.4 ounces or 465 grams, packed and distributed by NEX-XOS Worldwide LLC in Florida. It's a very bare bones meal, no flameless ration heater, no drinks to speak of, but the food content looks fairly decent. I'm going to get this retort pouch on to boil, and we'll get everything else plated up. So here's our pretty bare-boned NEX-XOS meal. I did notice on these pepperoni pizza cheese crackers, there is a date code, the 110th day of 2021, making this a very fresh ration, only being about a year old at this point. Let's dig in. First, we'll take a look at these mini chocolate chip cookies. And they went absolutely everywhere. Oh no. Oh crap. Anyway, so there are mini chocolate chip cookies. I probably lost half of them all over the room. I cleaned up as many as I could, but they're still strewn all over the place. There was a do not eat in there, which we're not gonna eat. So open up our pears. Nice easy pull notch on those. And yeah, those look really nice and fresh. There's a lot of syrup in there. And those smell pretty good, just like simple canned pears. I always like seeing wet packed fruit in my ration meals. It's fairly uncommon in civilian rations. And our pepperoni pizza cheese crackers. Those are combos. They smell very pizza-like. Not the most substantial serving, but I do love combos. And another do not eat with those. Now to the retort for the main. I boiled this for about 5 minutes, so it's pretty warm. This retort has a gusseted bottom, so it will stand up on its own. And the tear notch is on the top. Again, very easy to tear. Chicken Creole is a new menu to me, and that smells pretty good. It's heavy on the tomato and bell pepper aromas. Put that on the tray here. Can't quite place it, but this smells eerily similar to an MRE main from years past. It's not the largest portion. This is definitely a streamlined commercial ration. Just enough food to get you through one meal without feeling hungry afterwards. Let's get in close to this main and see what we can see. So that appears to be a piece of celery. We have some tomato chunks in there, bits of green bell pepper, and the chicken is very sparse. There's a few chunks of chicken, there's a couple right there. They look very dry, but they do appear to be real chicken and not processed chicken, so that's a bonus. There's just not very much in here, and that would lead to our only 20 grams of protein for the whole meal. It has the smell of the generic tomato-based sauce with a good dose of bell pepper, and there's a good deal of fat little rice granules in this as a filler. Let's go in for a big old spoonful. There's a massive piece of chicken in this first bite. Let's see how this tastes. It's very mushy. That could be a good or bad thing depending on your individual taste. Those rice granules have a little bit of snap to them, so I'm pretty sure that's brown rice and not white rice. There's a tiny bit of heat in this, a little bit of spiciness, but it is not heavily seasoned at all. It's pretty bland. I think it would benefit from both the salt and the pepper, to be honest. The only predominant flavor that it has is tomato. The little chicken bits are dry and borderline flavorless. There's a look at one. Looks to be a dark meat chicken, but it is real chicken at least. And that by itself, without the sauce, extremely dry and overcooked. Go ahead and douse that with salt and pepper. Gonna use both the packs in their entirety. Could have used 10 times that much pepper. I've been on a pretty extreme diet the past month or so. It's been hard to fit rations into that diet, but with this one only coming in at 800 calories, it fits in just perfectly, and this will actually end up being the only meal that I have today. Let's try another big bite with salt and pepper. The salt certainly helped a lot. It livened up a lot of the other flavors, made them pop a little bit more, without a doubt an improvement. Flavor-wise, this is nothing mind-blowing. I wouldn't even say it's good, but it's passable. As you can see, I've eaten quite a bit of it. I intend on finishing all of that. It's good enough to eat. As an emergency food option, it'll get the job done. Are you going to love these? Seek them out for your eating pleasure? I don't think so. But if you're gonna throw a few of these back just in case you hit hard times, I think they would be good for that. Let's try one of our combos. Very crisp and crunchy. There are both cracker combos and pretzel combos. These are, of course, the cracker version. There's a look at the cross section with the pizza filling. Salty, crisp. They don't really taste cheesy, but they do have that pizza sauce flavor, which in this form is quite good. Try one of those with a bite of our main here. That's a force multiplier 10x. Having that little hint of Italian spices that are in these combos, along with the crunch, makes the main way better. So much better, in fact, I'm gonna do that one more time. Oh yeah, I like that. Pear time. The pears look a little mushy. They're certainly not like the pear out of a Canadian IMP. These are more of what I would consider a basic, cheap canned pear. There's a good look at them. Lots of syrup. Let's see how they taste. Yeah, mushy and gritty. Low on flavor, but high on sweetness. I dig the fiber you get with pears, but these are just not that fun to eat. It's the grittiness that really turns me off. But I guess they did something for me because I finished off that container. And keep in mind, I am borderline starving at the moment, which is the way I think you should go into any ration tasting experience, because that's how they're meant to be used. Lastly, let's try out our dessert, our mini chocolate chip cookies. I can't help but thinking of Cookie Crisp cereal when I look at these. Crisp and crunchy. Well, they don't taste like a Chips Ahoy or a scaled down version of a chocolate chunk cookie from an MRE. They have kind of a shortening flavor. You know those tins of Christmas cookies that you always see at your grandmother's house that never actually have cookies in them? Well, if you get lucky and you run across one of those that actually has cookies in it, that's what these taste like. Kind of a low quality, generic, super crisp, shortening based, crunchy little cookie. Not amazing, but sweet, and at the very least, fresh. I can't resist trying some of these with our pear syrup. Give that a little mix around. And a spoonful of chocolate chip cookie and pear. I mean, it absorbed a lot of the syrup. Still crisp, but not quite as crunchy. It's sort of a sweetness multiplier. I like that. I like that a lot. Alone, these weren't that great, but mixed with the syrup, I'm digging it. I think if you left these in the syrup too long, they would become mushy and not good at all. But just a quick dunk leaves them nice and crisp, and it's a good little combo. Yeah, that last bite was already getting kind of mushy, so they only need to be submerged for a short time. Another bite of the main with a combo. I like that a lot. Little hot sauce would really make this stand out. And one last one to finish it off. All right, guys, that was our NEX-XOS Civilian MRE Menu MS4 Chicken Creole with white rice. Not at all bad for the price. Nothing outstanding, but a decent little meal when it was all said and done. If you'd like to see one of those other menus reviewed, make sure you let me know down in the comments which one. Also, let me know if you have any experience with NEX-XOS and were you aware that these guys even existed, because learning about them came as a surprise to me. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. That helps it out with the Google algorithm and getting the video distributed to more viewers. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to see all my future reviews. And if you know someone that might enjoy this video, please be sure to share it, because that's really the best way to help the channel grow. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. See you then.